going to look at the 3 different types of minor scales. Okay, I have them listed here, the 3 types of minor scales, and I'm going to show you how to do this, the easiest way to think about it. So the 3 types, and I'm using G minor here, I just picked a random minor key. The 3 types of scales are natural minor, harmonic minor, and melodic minor. Okay, now we're going to do this just writing the letter names of the scale degrees, and then I'm going to show you how to do this on a staff. It's the same concept, just notated on a staff instead of written out. So a natural minor scale is a minor scale that has no alterations, no changes out of the natural ingredients. Now, we know minor scales and keys have a relative major, and that is the easiest way to figure out what sharps or flats are contained within the key. So if I'm using G natural minor, I'm going to do this one first. And G minor is the relative minor of what major key? Well, remember, minor is 3 half steps behind major. If you go up 3 half steps on the piano from G, you land on B flat, okay, B flat. And so that is the relative major key of G minor. They have the same ingredients, the same flats. That's important when you're thinking in a minor scale. So what I'm going to do here is write out the scale from G, because this is the G scale. Don't start on B flat, start on G. I'm not on the B flat scale. I just wrote that so I'll remember what's in this key. G minor is my scale. So I'm going to put G right here and just go right up the alphabet. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So this is the G minor scale. So I need to know what's in G minor. That's when I think about what is in its relative major, because it's the same. This is always step 1 for thinking in all of these keys. Okay, you're going to spell out the scale, and then you're going to think, okay, what's in this minor key? Well, in G minor, it's the same thing as B flat major. And I know that in B flat major, there's a B flat and an E flat. And it's the same with G minor. So I'm just going to put a flat beside the B and a flat beside the E. Now, remember, just a side note here, when you're writing letter names like this, or when we say B flat, we put the flat sign after the letter. But if in a moment we're going to put this on a staff, and when you notate it on music, the flat or the sharp or the accidental always goes on the other side. Okay, but when you're spelling it out like this, put the flat after the letter. On the staff, it's going to be the other way. The accidental comes first before the note. Okay, so G natural minor is spelled now appropriately. If you are using the natural form, that's the answer. Okay, there are no changes. Now, we're going to do the other 2 forms, and I need you to realize that you always do what we just did. Make the natural version, okay? So, and then I'm going to tell you what to do for these 2 types. So I'm going to do the same process on G harmonic minor. I'm going to spell my G scale, write up the musical alphabet. I'm going to have thought about its relative major, which is B flat, has B and E flat in it. I'm going to put my flats beside those notes. Now, when you see the word harmonic minor, what that means is you have a raised 7th scale degree. Okay? So raised by a half a step. So what I'm going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to raise that a half step out of the key. It is currently an F natural, so I'm going to make it an F sharp. Now, you realize that immediately your eye goes, wait, I have flats and sharps in the same key? Yes, you do. And in your minor scales, that is often the case, so don't let that confuse you. So in this harmonic minor scale, I have the raised 7th. Notice it's all the same from the natural except that 7th scale degree. That leading tone got raised to the a half step to, now it's just a half step from the G. Okay, now the most complicated minor scale is the melodic minor, because it is different ascending going up than it is coming down. So I have two sets of blanks here. So I'm going to do ascending, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, and then I'm going to, in these blanks, do it backwards, like I was coming down the scale. So we're just going to do it descending, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G. Now I'm going to have done the same thing. I'm going to go to its relative major, B flat major. I'm going to put a flat beside all the B's and all the E's, both ways. Now, the descending version of a melodic minor scale is exactly like the natural version. So that is the answer for the descending. It just has your natural look to it. There are no alterations. Now, ascending in the melodic, you raise the 6th and the 7th scale degrees. Okay? That is ascending only. Ascending only. So in my ascending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm going to raise that E flat to an E natural, and the 7th scale degree is F natural. I'm making it F sharp. So the ascending version is G, A, B flat, C, D, E natural, F sharp, G, and then descending G, F, E flat, D, C, B flat, A, G. If you'll notice from the 5th scale degree up here, it looks just like the major scale, G major, which has an F sharp in it. So when you're singing or playing these scales, when you get to that 5th scale degree, it sounds like the major scale, and then descending, it goes back to the natural minor. So it's tough, very tough to sing and remember with you're playing an instrument. Okay, so let's do a few of these before we look at the staff. B harmonic minor. So the step is I'm going to take that B and draw my scale. B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Now I'm going to think about, okay, what's the relative major of B minor? I go up 3 half steps on the piano and I land on D. So what's in D major? Because it's the same, has a forget cutting F and C. I put those into my scale, F sharp and C sharp. Okay, now if this said natural, I would be done, but it says harmonic. So now I'm going to find the 7th scale degree and raise it a half step. That is now the B harmonic minor scale. All right, next one, C sharp melodic minor. So I'm going to take that C sharp, that's going to go up and down, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and now I'm going to do it backwards, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. And I know it has a C sharp, so I went ahead and added that because the name. Now go find its relative major of C sharp. If you start on C sharp at the piano, go up 3, you land on E. So that is the relative major. So what is in the key of E? F, C, G, and one more D. Well, we know the C's there. We've already got those in. So now I'm going to add the F sharps, the G sharps, and the D sharps. So every F, C, G, and D have been sharped both ways. Now, melodic version, again, coming down, it's just like the natural version, so I'm done. But ascending, I'm going to raise the 6th and the 7th scale degree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And leave the descending in the natural form. All right, one more. F natural minor. I'm going to take that F, start my scale on F, go right up the alphabet. Go think what is in this key. I've got to go find its relative major, which is A flat major, has B, E, A, and D, and I'm going to put those into my scale. B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flats. And it's the natural form, so I am finished. Excellent. Now let's look at this on a staff. If you're drawing it or notating it on a staff, it's no different. It's just you have an extra step because you have to think about where to put it on the staff. So let's try this one. B flat harmonic minor. Notice it's bass clef. So I'm going to start this on this B down here. Okay, I'm only going to do ascending because it's harmonic. So I'm going to go right up the scale, line space, line space, line space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's the high 1. B flat harmonic. So I'm going to go up 3 on the piano to its relative major, which is D flat major, which has a lot of flats. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and one more. So I'm going to put those into the scale. All right, so B, E, A, D, G flat. So remember, accidentals go on the left side of notes on the staff. So there's B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, and high B flat. So I've now put my ingredients in. Now I deal with the type of minor scale. It's harmonic, so the 7th scale degree, which is this guy right here, I'm going to raise a half step. Right now it is an A flat, so I'm going to make it an A natural. If you had a pencil, you could just erase that if you needed to, however you want to do it. All right, going on to F sharp natural minor. So we're just going to put those ingredients in and be done. F sharp natural. I'm going to start down here on this F. Go right up the scale. F, G, A, B, C, D, E, and F. What is the relative major of F sharp minor? That is A major, which has forget cutting grass. Let's put those in. Here's F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D, E, and then F sharp there on the top. Since it's the natural form of that scale, I am now finished. Okay, now one more. This is the most complex one, the E flat melodic version. So on this one, I'm going to have to do the ascending and then coming back down, and my accidentals will be different, just like when I wrote it out letter names. So I'm going to start on E flat. Okay, so we're going to go up and then back down because it's the melodic version. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, coming back down, D, C, B, A, G, F, E. Relative major of E flat minor is G flat major. So these have lots of flats, B, E, A, D, G, C. So I'm going to put those in both ascending and descending. E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C flat, D flat, and high E flat, coming back down, same thing. Put those flats in there. The only one that didn't get a flat is F. Now we know that the descending is finished, but the ascending for melodic, the 6th and 7th scale degrees are raised. So that is the C flat and the D flat. I'm going to raise those to C natural and D natural. And then, of course, they're flatted coming back down. Practice makes perfect.